friends, welcome back to my channel. Those of you who are new here, welcome. Here we'll simplify living and focus on wellness and everything good that falls in between. So today I'm going to give you things feminine women don't do. Feminine women don't touch their jewelry in public. So when you're in public, then you're touching your necklace, your earrings. You don't really do that. Don't play with your jewelry in public. You know, I am a corporate in this. I do that a lot, especially I realized it when I started filming for you that I'll be touching it. I don't know why, but at first I didn't know. So I have to be conscious of that and then not touch. And I think it also depends on the kind of necklace you're wearing. If you really love it so much, then maybe you'll be touching it. For me, I tend to touch almost every pendant of a necklace that I have. And with this new one, I love it so much. So I tend to touch it a lot of times, okay? So let me not touch it. But guys, look at this. Why wouldn't I touch this? Look. By the way, since we are talking about jewelry, this video is sponsored by Analuisany. Those of you who don't know Analuisany is an eco-friendly jewelry brand, and they are very conscious of our planet, but also produce high quality jewelry for ladies. So they use recycled materials and then they gold plate it, okay? And before they bring their wares for sales, they stress test everything so that it is durable. Okay, so they were kind enough to send me some necklaces. This one is called Let's See. So it is like a feminine body, or let's say it's a goddess body. And as soon as I saw this on the website, I'm like, oh my god, I am really taking this. And when it came, it really looks nicer than in pictures, okay? And I don't even take it off. Look at this. I sleep in this, although it is huge. It's not so huge, but I sleep in it because I love it so much, and I also bath in it. I remember telling my husband that I would go and buy 2 or 3 of these so that when they stop producing it, I have some. Because for me, when I love something, I go and buy 2 or 3 more so that when they stop producing it, or for some reason, I have some for a longer time, okay? And you know what's funny? If you have been watching my channel, you see that on my shelf I have this big jewelry box there. And when I got it, what I said to myself is, okay, I'm gonna fill this jewelry box with a lot of jewelries. And I knew the brand that I was going to go for, and I had them at the back of my mind because I had been hearing about them for a long time. For me, I don't have time and I love jewelry, okay? So I was thinking of getting a jewelry that I could bath in them, sleep in them, and not worry about it, and also not to break the bank. They are not so expensive, you know, they serve the purpose, and it is so beautiful. I remember I was at a cafe shop and one guy was looking at me, then I'm like, oh my goodness, what could be this reason? And then he came closer and was like, your pendant is very nice. Then I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you. But I started thinking, am I attracting negative attention to me because of what I'm wearing or what? But I mean, you know, one cannot lie, it is very nice. I got a promo code for you guys, 20%. So when you finish watching this video and then you click in the bio, it will directly add 20% to your purchase. And I think they are running a promotion right now. So even when you should watch this video later, when the promotion has ended, you can still get 20% off of your purchase. So you have to use Babsnora 20 and you get 20% off. And guys, do you know that Mother's Day is around the corner? I think this brand, their products are just feminine. It's so nice and cute and classic. I think it's the best gift idea for Mother's Day, for your sister or for your mom. You should try it out. You know, you'll get a lot of compliments like I do, you know. So try it. Let's see. And ever since I got it, I've been bathing in it, swimming in it, and it's still the same, you know. For for us fashionistas, we have to care about the environment, okay? We don't have to be selfish, so that when the next generation, the next 2 or 3 generation comes, they will come and get some fresh quality oxygen to breathe, and they will have natural things, you know, that are basic to them to also use without being, you know, at a disadvantage. So we have to be conscious of our consumption, okay? You know, we know that some of us cannot totally cut it out, but if you will do it, then be conscious of it, what you are doing. So without going on so much, let me show you the other ones. Hey, Brainoa, steh auf, aufstehen, get up, hey. Du hast den ganzen Tag geschlafen. Du hast den ganzen Tag geschlafen, warum? Entschuldigung, was ist, ich schlafe gerade, lass mich in Ruhe. Bitte, Sechie, wir haben so viele Couch im Haus. Wir haben weiß, beige, aber immer wieder schläfst du auf dieser grüne, warum? She always sleeps on this green couch, and I can't even get to, you know, let her get up. And we have other couches for the babies in the house, but she's always sleeping on this green couch. I don't know. Or does she also really believe in going green or something? She's something else, this lady. Or I don't know if she's keeping guard of my precious jewelry here, because this is where I keep my jewelry. And so maybe that is why she keeps guard of it. This is the Laura Bold. Wow, it even looks better combining the two. If you are feeling extra on an extra day, I think every day is an extra day for some of us. We feel extra all the time. Okay, see? Oh my goodness, this is cute. The two can be worn together. For me, this is a staple. I wear this every time. Oh my goodness. Ladies, you see, jewelry just elevates you in a snap of a second. See, it can elevate you. Oh my God, I feel feminine right now. It's not like I never felt feminine, but I mean, look, oh my God. I love doing these things. Today, it's gonna be fun out here. It's gonna be fun out here. Oh my goodness. So this is Lexi and this is Laura Bold. And this is light pendants. Look at that. I think it's cool and minimalistic. I love it a lot. Isn't this cute? So their jewelries come with this travel pouch, and it's made with cotton, and it has these 4 magnetic buttons. So see, it is so convenient. So when you are traveling, you don't have to worry about carrying your big jewelry box. You can just find a way to pack them in a way that they don't get tangled. That one you should know. I think I will give you a hack here. You can take a small cardboard paper and then wrap it around like 2 or 3 times like this, and then you can just put that in here so that your jewelry don't get tangled. Okay, I will show you. When you are traveling, you can get a paper like this, or if you've not thrown away the card that it came with, you can just put it back. But if not, you can get a hard copy paper, then you wrap it around like that nicely so that your necklace wouldn't get tangled. And see, so when you pack it, then you can put it nicely into the travel pouch, because one of the most painful things is your necklace being tangled and you cannot rescue it, and then you just have to stop using it. They are so cute. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Even talking about them makes me happy. So yeah, as a feminine woman, you don't have to be touching your necklaces, you know, your jewelry in public. Don't be doing that, please. Okay, if you cannot stop, then wear your favorite jewelry at night and at home, and then maybe you can be touching it at home. Try to stop. Don't be shouting across the street just to call someone, or across the room making unnecessary noise. It's uncouth. Okay, so please find a way to call the person, and if you cannot find a way to do that, then please let it go. These days we are even in a technology world, so it is easier. If you have the person's number, you can just dial the person's number and say, okay, I'm sitting across from you, can you come closer? I'm coming, can you wait? And please don't shout and be doing, I don't even want to demonstrate that one here because it's so uncouth, and I don't even want to use myself as an example in demonstrating that. So please, you can imagine the unimaginable, but don't be shouting on top of your voice and be calling people across the streets, across the room. Nah, don't do that. And also talking about that, also you have to not speak undertone, but speak with a normal tone, not on top of your voice. Don't scream, don't shout. Calm down, don't do that. For me, at a point in my life, when I finished my secondary school, I went to my mom's place, mom's shop. There were a lot of people, you know, doing tailoring, and it was always noisy around the place. So we were there for months and years, so we didn't know what was going on. So when I went back to uni, when I was talking, I realized I didn't know I was talking on top of my voice. So when I start talking, then my friend, my close friend, shout out, you know yourself, she'll be like, Baba, let your voice come down, I wouldn't even know. And then when I go to her room and I start talking, the girls will be looking at me like that. It took me months before I could correct myself again, but I was not like that. But just for, you know, spending my after completion of school, spending my vacation until I continued, it just changed me. So some people, they don't know. So if someone is kind enough to tell you, please don't be mad, take heed and just do something about it. Don't be talking on top of your voice, shouting, and it's also annoying to be talking very quiet. Don't talk undertone, just talk normally. This talking on top of my voice that I was doing, it was not like I was born with it, you know. Generally, actually, I didn't like talking, I was just quiet. It just so happened that at my mom's show, when I'm talking to my mom or she's asking me something, everybody's like, what did you say? Pardon. So in order for the person to hear, you start shouting, you know, this. And for months, it tends to be a habit, you know, because you think that the person that you are talking to cannot hear you because it is noisy. So that is what I took away with me. That is why I say that sometimes environment also plays a role. Okay, when I say buy peace or something like that, sometimes it just means changing your, you know, zip code or whatever. Since we are still on the topic of talking, I would say as a feminine woman, don't talk aggressively about money. Even don't use money a lot in your diction. Don't be like money. Nine. For me, I try to use synonyms for money, like maybe One Tree Hill. My close friend understands that when I say One Tree Hill, she knows I'm talking about money. Sometimes coins, sometimes bills, sometimes credit. The word money is not like it's a bad thing, but it's not feminine to be doing money. And why all this? It's not cool. As a feminine woman, let money be less in your diction. Use other synonyms for money and don't be, you know, saying money, and don't be talking aggressively about it. Let's keep it on the low, okay? Let's not let money rule our life, okay? We use it as an auxiliary to make our lives easier, but not for it to control us. So, you know, keep it on the low. Okay, and that brings me to my next point. As a feminine woman, sometimes you have to direct certain business ventures to your husband. When someone comes to you with a business idea or something, you can be like, you can talk to my husband about it. You know, you might think I'm a cake. What kind of woman am I? Am I not a modern woman or something? I'm a modern woman with a little bit of a feminine touch from our grandmothers, because our grandmothers were the people that I saw. I never saw my great grandmother, but I learned from our grandmothers the way they carried themselves, the way they respected their husbands, the way sometimes when a family member brought something to them, even if it's their brother or uncle, they'll be like, talk to my head, talk to my husband, talk to. So I have learned something out from that. And I realized that our grandparents, they were less stressed, especially the women. All their work was to keep the home clean, cook for their husband, make sure that the husband was okay. And they were not wrapping their heads around building business, doing this, and being all stressed, and the marriage is not working or whatever. I'm not saying it's not good. We are in current time, we are in modern times, we have to do that. But I think certain things, my husband, he knows certain things. I'll be like, okay, take care of this, take care of this. But I also say that as a feminine woman, you don't have to sell your brains. You don't have to throw your brains away and be like, I'm a feminine woman, and before you know, everything have gone south. I once watched a Nigerian movie, and the man will look worried most of the time, and whenever the wife asks what is wrong, the husband will be like, everything is fine, everything is okay. So the wife thought even the man was cheating, but he was not cheating, but the finances was not going well, but he could not tell the woman. I think that is extreme, you know. It's not like you have to leave all the burden for your husband. It is a team. So sometimes when they bring it, you both can discuss it. Sometimes the women are even the brain behind certain things. So being feminine does not mean that you bury your brains and walk with empty head. Don't do that. The movie, if the man had let the woman know what was going on, they could have saved their situation. But he was like, you are the feminine, take care of the kitchen, this. And we are not talking about that one. But I'm saying, as a feminine woman, don't get too involved in these affairs, but don't also be blind about what is going on in the home. Okay, you have to know. You have to manage your home well, but don't be like, money, business. It's not, it kills your femininity. You don't want to do that. It kills your face. So for me, I have spoken to my husband about it. That is what I'm like, baby, this is you, take care. That is, so as a feminine woman, don't be involved in crazy business ventures that, you know, the man can shoulder, and don't be doing that. I mean, we modern women, we are all about our coins. I know, I understand that. But I mean, to what extent? So take it easy, okay? So don't be caught fighting or arguing aggressively about money. Don't do that, okay? My next point is, as a feminine woman, do not sit anyhow, okay? You don't have to talk anyhow. Our grandmothers told us that as a woman, you have to be seen and not be heard. And that doesn't mean we are being dumb, you know, we don't want to say anything. But it means that let your words be few. In Africa, when you return from a long journey, they first offer you water, and then they ask you how the journey was. You just don't sit down or stand there and say, hey, my journey was this. They've not even offered you water, they've not even inquired, then you are talking nine. Just keep it cool. Be asked before you speak, okay? And when you speak, whenever you speak, think before you speak. This does not even apply to only feminine women. As a human being, before you open your mouth, make sure you think about what you are trying to put across before you speak. Don't talk anyhow, you know. So sit well, talk well, walk properly. I'm going to show you how to walk as a feminine woman, okay? So as a feminine woman, don't sit like this. I don't even want to demonstrate it, because my grandmother told me not to be demonstrating things that are crazy. Like, as a feminine woman, you don't have to sit and open your legs wide like this. Why? Please keep it close. Okay, you know, some of us, our grandmothers really imparted our lives, not even just the grandmothers alone, the grandfathers too, they really imparted our lives. I'm going to tell you about my feminine journey in my upcoming videos, how it started, how it went, and you know, everything. I'll tell you about it, those people who influenced it and whatnot. So as a feminine woman, you don't have to sit anyhow. Open your eye, sit, keep your legs closed, you know, and don't hunch, sit upright, and the chin has to be leveled. I mean, if you watch my channel, you saw it in the book that I am reviewing, that I've spoken about it already. So yeah, you sit like this, you keep your chin leveled, and you know, you have to have an inviting face. I mean, when I say inviting face, it's not like you just want to invite nonsense. No, that is not what I'm talking about. Smile, be friendly, okay, but be a no-nonsense person, because in this world, if you tolerate nonsense, everybody will serve you anything. Okay, so don't be like that, but keep it smiling. And you know, it is sidetracked, but whenever we are driving and we see this, I think it is a speed limit shield with a smiley face on it and also a frown. So sometimes when you go over 50, the thing becomes red and it frowns, and it makes me so sad. Whenever we go lower than 50 and the thing turns green and smiles, it makes me so happy. It makes my day. And whenever my husband is driving, I'm like, baby, please, I want to be happy. I want to be happy, because that thing just makes me happy. Okay, even if technology is able to influence my happy hormones, how much more human being? If someone smiles at you, it's nice, and you feel the same way to when somebody smiles back at you. So please don't be walking about and then be frowning. No, don't be doing that. Okay, yeah, so sit well, talk well, you know. And yeah, my next point is, as a feminine woman, walk well. I will demonstrate it. Okay, so after the end of this video, I'm going to demonstrate the dancing and also the walking, so that you know. Yeah, as a feminine woman, you don't have to walk with your chest. For me, I have 3 kinds of walking. Okay, when I'm autopiloting, I just walk with my shoulders. That is like when I am stressed. When I was in school, I was just stressed, so I just walk with my shoulders. It's not like I'm walking with my shoulders, but I just feel that most of the energy is in my shoulders. Okay, and this kind of tension can even give you backache. So when I finished school and everything was at the side, I came back to my normal walking. This walking is not actually a normal walking, but I call it mindful walking. My normal walking is not really walking with the energy in my shoulders, but in my legs. Okay, it is in my legs and normal. But the mindful one that really ignites my feminine energy is when I walk with my pelvic bones. Not literally, but then when I'm walking with the activation of my pelvic bones, then everything is in the seat of my chakra. Okay, I had a friend who was a guy. He used to walk like a woman. He had an open pelvic. So like, I mean, my friends, we used to call him hips don't lie. He's a guy, but he walks with his lower body, you know, and it's so cute and so nice. So I'm like, if a guy can walk like this, why not, I mean, me, a woman? So then I started, you know, testing it out. And I mean, we were joking about it, but later I realized that it was healing. I didn't even realize it was healing back home. You know, when I completed uni here, and then I stopped working from using the energy in my shoulders and using the energies at my lower body, I realized that this is healing. Guys, you should try it and tell me what you feel about it. So you are just walking, and then you feel your pelvic bone moving like this, you know. I mean, So you land on your heel like this. I will show you when you're doing this kind of work, you kind of feel peace in your pelvic bone. It is so refreshing. I'm going to show you, okay? And I'll show you the feminine dance too. My last point is, as a feminine woman, don't be dancing crazily in public, okay? The only place that maybe you can dance crazily that can be a little bit excused is the club. But even these days, people take their phones to the club, so you can't even have your peace to dance your heart out. So then where you can dance crazily without anyone capturing you and appearing online crazily is in the comfort of your home, or maybe when you are working out. For me, when I'm working out, it kind of gets a little bit crazy. So as a feminine woman, don't be dancing in a, don't be like, hey, my song. I'm even, making it a little bit nicer. Don't be, imagine the unimaginable. You shout, hey, my song, and misbehaving and doing that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And you know that as for our music, the Afro beat, it can move us. It is happiness music. I mean, oh my God, when you start, maybe you cannot stop. But we are not throwing our culture away. I'm going to show you a way that you can dance to Afro beats in a way that is, feminine, that is nice. And yeah, I'm going to show you. And you know that dancing is a form of communication. Dancing is a form of communication. So especially if you are not married, don't go to an Afrobeat party and be dancing crazily. Of course, maybe you might meet a husband who is, interested in that, but don't be disgracing yourself like that, okay? And even when you are married, don't go and be disgracing yourself like that. We will do all the Afrobeat moves, but with a little bit of class in it, a touch of class in it, okay? I'm not judging anybody, but we know, that in African song, finger movements, hands movement, facial movement, and the crazy stuff starts. We can do all that, but I say that do it when you are with your girlfriends or something. They know you can be crazy already, but don't go and do it outside. I'm not saying you should not be yourself when you are outside. You can be yourself when you are outside, but what you have to know is that we human beings, we have different kinds of selves. Sometimes it's even more than two. Sometimes we have the alter ego. Let your alter ego happen at home. Don't let your alter ego go and happen in public and do crazy things. Don't do that. If you're not a feminine woman, then by all means go and do it. But if you pride yourself to be a feminine woman, then you have to carry yourself with grace and class, okay? You don't have to be like, oh, just today, let me just have fun. Yeah, for me, I am not that kind of feminine woman who is going to tell you not to dance. Please dance. You don't have to wait till you get to the grave before you dance. Dance today, okay? But do it wisely, okay? For me, I feel like my kind of femininity is, I have a lot of, should I say, knowledge in my repertoire coming from my grandparents, because those were the ones that I saw, okay? And I've watched movies of feminine women in the 1920s, 1940s, 1950s, and also I have seen some women who classify themselves as feminine in Europe. Maybe their grandparents also passed it down to them. And sometimes, yes, it's a little bit straighter. It is like the one which is portrayed in the olden movies like 1950s, 1930s. And for me, I'm not that kind of woman. I'm not that kind of feminine. I am between the two epochs. I'm between the two eras, the modern era and also the olden era, and both has met, okay? And I'm having fun, enjoying my life. And I wouldn't say when something is funny because I want to carry myself with grace and be feminine, I will not laugh, because those days when you watch the movies, the 1920s, even when something is funny or something, like they just wipe their lips with their handkerchief. They'll be like, shame tight, or disgraceful. And I feel like they were so uptight, okay? And the thing is, when you are so uptight, I'm not a doctor, but I feel like it restricts the veins from letting blood flows properly, and you might end up getting some form of deadly disease because you are tensed all the time. And you know, when they get so tense I'm going overboard, tense, and then they get some form of disease because just in the name of being feminine. Nine, for me, I'm that kind of feminine that is free-spirited. If I want to laugh, I will laugh. That is why I'm going to show you how to laugh in public, okay? I'm not going to be like, don't laugh. Nine, I'm going to show you. But don't be laughing and, you know, spreading your legs and be like, Ajay. Ajay is like, ouch, or something like that. And nine, don't do that. You can laugh. And don't be like, nine, when the thing is funny, you have to laugh. You have to laugh. You can bring your handkerchief or something. Like, oh my goodness. But don't be lying on the floor and be laughing. Don't do that. Live. I say it every time. Don't be carrying femininity on your head and don't live your life. Live your life, baby. It is not when you get to the grave where you get to dance to an Afrobeat which hits you to the core. It's not when you get to the grave that you will laugh to something that is so funny. Don't do that. You can do all that, but you will do it with grace. That is why you have me here to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to laugh in public, how to dance in public, how to walk, how to sit, how to carry yourself with grace and all that. Eh? So, yeah. I think you should not be like, hey, that is my song and misbehave. So now I have come to the end of the video. I think it was a very long video. I intended for it to be short, but unfortunately it became long. But I hope you found something interesting and something new in it. So in the connecting videos, I'm going to show you how to dance as a feminine woman in an Afrobeat party. I'm saying Afrobeat party because I know what I'm saying. If you know, check this song. In Africa, either one-legged, two-legged, hands, then facial expression, you know what I'm talking about. You know. So it is all cute and nice, but do it with grace and class. So I'm going to show you, okay? Then I will show you how to walk, you know, in your femininity, and also how to walk normally as a woman, and also to walk as a goddess. So stay tuned. So friends, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click on the link below to get your analuisany jewelry. They are running a sales right now, and even after their sales, you're going to get 20% discount on your purchase. So don't forget to check them out. It is also a perfect gift idea for Mother's Day, and your moms would also get compliments like we do. They also deserve it, don't they? Olho seus olhos de luz e vejo anjo. Esqueci dos tropeços, esqueci das caídas, em noites perdidas.